We are back here with President Biden's visit to New York State today. He was in Syracuse announcing the $6.1 billion federal investment in Micron, which is building a computer chips factory campus in central New York. Now, the grants are part of the bipartisan Chips and Science Act that passed back in 2022. Micron plans a $100 billion private investment to make it all happen.
We're bringing advanced chips manufacturing back to America after 40 years. And it's going to transform our semiconductor industry, a pillar of a modern economy. And it's going to create an entirely new ecosystem in research, design, manufacturing of advanced chips here in America.
The president also announcing that region has been designated as one of 4 workforce hubs around the country so that they can train the future workforce for chips manufacturing. Joining me live here tonight is Dottie Gallagher, President and CEO of the Buffalo Niagara Partnership. It is always great to see you.
Same.
So I think as we watch this, Syracuse isn't super far away,
nope.
Right? I know that Western New York would love to have gotten Micron to come here, but if we couldn't get it, Syracuse might be the next best thing. Do you anticipate, just with so much federal money and private money coming to a campus like that there is spillover effect across upstate and here in our region?
Yeah, and it's already been strategically designed that it does. So as part of the Chips and Science Act, there is a tech hubs competition. And we're in competition with Buffalo, Syracuse, and Rochester together. And out of 400 applications, we're named one of 31 designated tech hubs. And now we've put our heads together to go get the money to support the strategy. And the strategy, really, Micron being the anchor tenant of the mall we're creating up the thruway around this opportunity in semiconductors is real. And there's opportunities in supply chain for local manufacturers, opportunities for workforce development, plugging people in, and then, of course, innovation, which is a big aspect of our application. So I think it's absolutely going to benefit Western New York.
It's great. I wondered because the next round of that competition is still happening, right?
Correct.
So we're one of 31, hoping to get like $64 million.
So
is that
our
what
application is about $64 million, 50 from the federal government, and the state has matched it.
Yep.
So yeah, $64 million.
I wondered if Micron going to Syracuse, if that helped or hurt. You're saying it probably helps because it builds an infrastructure?
Absolutely, because when we looked at applying for tech hubs, we actually looked at all the assets across just Buffalo, just Rochester, just Syracuse, and when you saw the data together, it was such a compelling proposal that we are excited, I think, across the thruway. And when you think about major metroplexes like Dallas and Austin, they don't have these sort of artificial county borders along the way, and Chicagoland. Like, we have to think bigger and we have to think regionally, and I know we are really convinced that we've got a winning proposal, which we're hoping to hear early this summer about.
I just showed during our weather forecast, you were in the studio, the event that I did today with young people pitching startup ideas. The startup community here is so strong. I know advanced manufacturing is so important, and after losing those jobs for so long, there is this push with the Chips and Science Bill to bring those jobs back to the United States. How is Western New York doing, maybe separate from the tech hub competition? How are we doing at getting those advanced manufacturing jobs?
Well, I think we have a legacy of manufacturing here, right? So one of the strategies, of course, is to grow into new lines of business as part of this plan. But the fact of the matter is we can't really attract too many more manufacturers. We don't have a lot of shovel-ready land. So the goal here is to really, with our legacy manufacturers, make sure that in this new economy that they can really pivot and take advantage of the opportunity. So I think we're doing pretty well.
We like hearing that.
Yeah.
Dottie Gallagher, President and CEO of the Buffalo Niagara Partnership. It's been a while. It's good to see you.
I know, too long.
See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.